Good morning, pre-calculus. Welcome to week 2 of your online learning. I've structured things a lot more this week, and I've given you a week at a glance, just taking back some of the information or feedback that you gave me last week. So hopefully this will be a little bit more organized for you. It's different than how I've done in the past before, but it's all online. So we need to have a little bit more structure than just the flipped classroom. So if you go into Canvas, or when you go into Canvas, I should say, or you're probably in Canvas if you're seeing this. So if you look at the top of the module that says week 330 through April 3rd, it says a week at a glance. That'll show you exactly what you're going to be doing each day. Can you work ahead? Absolutely. I have no problems with you working ahead. You want to get it all done today, that's fine with me. What I do ask you to do, though, is save the check-ins. So each day there's a check-in where you're just going to go in and you're going to put your name, you're going to put in what period you're in. I think the first day I asked you a question. After that, Tuesday through Friday, it's just what's your name and what class period are you in. If you just do that on the day of that it's due, then I will be able to know who is still alive and kicking out there and make sure that everything's going okay. So if I don't hear from you for a couple of days, I'll be calling you and your parents to make sure everything's fine and we're doing okay. Because if you guys need something, we need to know about it. All right, so you're going to start there with your week at a glance. Today you're going to be watching some videos. You're going to register for a program called Delta Math. It's free. You're going to put in my code, and I think there's about 10 problems for you to work on in there. And I think if you miss one, I'm trying to figure out how it works. I'm going to need feedback from you guys, but I believe I require you to do 5, but you can keep going until you get 5 right. I could be wrong, but that's kind of the feedback I'm getting from my end. I haven't been able to experience it as a student, but it was the only program I could find that had these graphing polar coordinates. Unfortunately, it didn't have graphing polar graphs, so not yet. They're building their stuff. So for tomorrow's, we're gonna have to go to a different program. But once we get registered for Con and IXL and for Delta Math, we'll have everything we need, and we'll stick with those for the rest of April, I guess it sounds like. Let's see, what else do you need to do? That's it for today. So you're going to go on, you're going to go and do your check-in, you're going to go watch a couple of videos, you're going to go register for Delta Math and do those 10 problems. That's what's due today. I have a lot of people asking about a retest and you're panicked about it. So we finally got, like I said on Friday, I was holding off until I heard what they wanted us to do for the retest, and we did get the okay to just do a Canvas quiz. So I'm going to create a quick, probably 10 question, 15 question quiz in Canvas. Once I have that in there, you can go online and take it at any time you feel that you're ready up until Friday. So you'll need to have it done by Friday so that I can improve your grade from before the spring break. So that'll take care of your retest. And then as you saw in the communications sent out on Friday, we have 2 grades, only 2 grades this week. The first grade is a minor grade, and that comes from your participation. So how do you get participation? One is going in and filling out that attendance every day. Yes, that's part of your participation grade. And the second part will be either the Delta Math assignment you do today, the IXL assignment you do on Tuesday, the Canvas assignment you do on Wednesday, and then the progress check of your major project on Thursday. So doing all of that stuff there is how you're going to get your participation grade. It's a did you participate or not? It's not did you get all your answers right or not? It's just did you participate or not in those activities in a timely manner. And then the other grade you're getting this week is a major grade. So your major grade is going to be a project. I'm not going to do a test on Canvas this week. We're going to do a project. I will get the parameters of the project to you hopefully by today. It's just going to be kind of similar in nature maybe to your unit circle project, but a little maybe not as time intensive as that one was. So it's going to be a choice board kind of thing where you could do this one or that one or the other one, and you choose which one you want to do. So you might want to make a video, you might want to make a poster and take a picture of the poster. You might want to draw something, take a picture of your drawing. You wait for more information when I get that sent out. And I guess I'll make a separate video describing your project and my expectations so we have a real clear understanding. Are there any other grades for this 6 weeks? No, there's not. So we've got all of our grades from before spring break I have a lot of people that decided not to turn in their vector stuff before we left. So I think what I'm going to do, I think what's fair, because there's a huge amount, and I know some people just did it and turned it in. If you for that vector homework, I'm just going to go in and delete it. I was going to just drop 2 grades, but I don't think that's fair either because we had some people that weren't there. So I think what I'll do is just go in and delete the grades for that Friday or that Thursday and Friday before spring break, to give everyone an even playing field. And I don't want you worrying about vectors this week. I want you worrying about the polar stuff and getting your project complete. So we have all the grades from before spring break. You'll have the opportunity to retest the test we took right before spring break. You've got 1 minor for participation this week and 1 major, which is a project. That project is due on Friday, as long as I can get it by Sunday morning, but you're pushing it there because I have to have grades in on Monday, just like always. So please, please, please get your project in on Friday, or I will start calling your parents and hounding you about it. Speaking of that, on Thursday, you're going to put in a project checked. What does that mean? I want to see what progress you've made on that project. If I don't see anything there on Thursday, I'm calling parents to say, hey, we've got a major grade due tomorrow and I've seen no progress on it so far. So on Thursday, you want to take a picture. I don't care if it's incomplete. I don't care if it's messy. I don't care any of that stuff. I just want to see that you're making progress on it so that we've got a progress track in there for you. And again, that's a participation grade. All right, if you have questions, please feel free to email me. If you need to meet with me, you can schedule a Zoom meeting with me. Just email me and say, hey, can I get on your Zoom schedule? We'll get you set up. You guys have a great day. I hope this week is going well for you and that it's very successful and that we get through this 5th, 6 weeks flying high. So have a great week.